Okay, guys, my name is Knights and Wrath, and I am back with Ace, and we're gonna be telling stories.
So, so the Star Valley house, of course, the name it's in Star Valley, and to give a good representation of this place, when it was found, I guess because it ran into this main area, and it looked like a certain thing, and I can't remember the movie, but from what I can say, it's like that movie where uh, where a husband killed his wife and he killed his family. He said the voices made him do it or whatever. I don't know, something like something or something. I can't fucking know. But this house looked pretty terrible, and it was for a good start. There would be bats out of the gutter around dawn, and we didn't really have a specific time whether we go in or out of the place. So when it was looked at and everything seemed fine, we basically moved in, and afterwards, immediately I already could feel this spot was horrible enough, because from where the hallway is, the front door, there is about maybe 4 doors, and halfway down the hallway there's a stairway up to a room with a little kind of lamp chandelier thing. And if you look around the room, there's one of those slanted attic doors that lead to just what looks like the fiberglass shit. And from the door to that one, there's a room with a balcony. Continuing to the hallway, there is a room to the left of the front door, which is the main room that I was in. And it had this big glass pane. From, I think it was around 10, I would have to close the blinds. Now, I really didn't care at all, because I didn't know anything at all about this place. I didn't look up history. I didn't look up anything, strange, or I just wanted to. It was a good deal. It was a really good deal. But continuing through the hallway, there is a room without a door. There's no indication that there should be a door there. And right across from that room, across the little hallway, is a bathroom spot. Now, this bathroom does not look finished. It doesn't have lights. It doesn't have the proper flooring. You can see the thing in the back, the heating coolant. And from that, a large ass, wide living room, a very large rectangular living room, and from that, the kitchen was connected in a way where it cut off from carpet to tile flooring, and it had a little window to it, so it was a little window. But that also had a back door, a double door to the back, and from that there is a door to another room, which is the room to the right of the front door. Now, that room goes to a bathroom, which that bathroom is connected to the hallway. And so basic layout of the house for that, and I could already feel creeped out. Now, I had a buddy with me, and we'll call him friend. So this place was downright. Immediately could feel something bad, and so as soon as we got settled in, I guess at the moment's notice, every time I would notice that this dog in the yard, and I didn't think nothing of it because I really wouldn't care whether there was a dog in the yard. I guess I was very questioning about this because the layout of the outside was there was a large field where it's like you could set up maybe one tent, one very large tent, and maybe 9 to 7 one people tent or something like that. You could set up a shitload of tents, maybe make a whole trench back there, a World at War trench, I don't know. But as you continued forward from the house, it was a upwards hill with trees, tree line. And so as I'm gonna explain, I went around because I wanted to see if anyone may have, let their dogs out, or if they are missing one of their dogs, and how can I put this? It took a long time to find the exact spot. They said, yeah, there's a dog, but it's not specifically around this area. But if you are the one moving in to the house in there, then they should have explained a few things to you. I was like, they haven't explained anything, specifics, anything like that. It was just there, and so as explained, I got explained from 10 to 6 or 10 in the morning. You can have blinds up, but I think like around 8 p.m. night, you gotta make sure you close the blinds. So, as the person kept explaining that they're the previous owners, the main owners of the house, they had a specific, setup in the house. They had a son, 9-year-old boy, and they had a dog, and they had to put the dog down because of an incident of the dog attacking the boy. I don't know why or what the specific was, but they put it down, and I guess the first thing didn't work, so they did it again. And with that, I thought, okay, this may be a good idea to, because if the person just crazy, or be cocky with the situation. Don't be at the extent of to not caring, to thinking the world's gonna end. Just be somewhere in between. So I guess at this point, I may have deserved this, because what happened next? I seen the dog ran at the window from the tree line, at the window, full on sprint to jump at the window, and I could notice details from missing parts, but nothing much. And as seen, there was a photo that someone caught that you could see almost as clear as day that something was by the same exact window, but a photo was caught of the dog in a different way. And it was at that moment I'm like, I really want to just go now as much as possible. And so did my friend, because from the room that I was staying in, it had its own shower and everything. It was pretty terrible, because if the toilet clogged, so would the shower, and that means the shit would go through the shower and up, so it would stink pretty bad. And so I just didn't want to do much, and my friend always loved to just be hyperactive around the house, run, do this, that. I'm like, you need to stop running. And it's actually quite annoying, because at that time I'm like, okay, maybe it's a good idea to start looking around. Maybe Circle K might be hiring anyone at the point. So I finally got sick of it one night. I'm like, if you run around anymore, we're gonna have a tussle. And sure enough, I heard it, and I yelled at him for it. I yelled at him to knock it off, or come out there and tussle him. He said he's in the bathroom. He's like, no, I told him, no, you're not. You're running around in the hallway by my door. And he was very much so, because I could see something moving from underneath the door. And I'm like, I put down, I think I had a pen or a pencil or something. I put down the pen, opened my door, and I was about to yell something, and I noticed that he was in the bathroom. Literally, he wasn't joking. And I asked him, are you serious that you were not running at all? And I guess, yeah, I did this piece when I was yelling at him. He yelled at me back for it. But we both heard the same thing once we heard this thing upstairs stomping around, and we got pretty tired of it, and we moved out pretty quickly, I guess. And it ended up happening. So apparently there was a few recordings I found later previously, and figuring out what was going on, and that I wasn't the only one seeing these things and seeing what was going on. Later discovering that there was more than a few issues with the place. So I had no information to having had maybe a taste of a piece of shredded cheese, to now knowing that I'm really, really glad that I'm not there anymore. But here's the thing, because what I noticed as the person showed me the photo, you couldn't really see, like, obviously, like, it didn't look like a dog, but you can see where the legs would be, where everything would be, but you could also notice that a face was there. But one side of the face looked really terrible, or halfway through it just looked really terrible.
Yeah.
If you wanna go on, like I said, there is a cat that will come up to the balcony.
Oh yeah, this cat's dead. He did not mention anything about that.
Yeah, the cat's dead. There was nothing wrong, and
bringing back some memories of what you explained. All right, so guys,
Yeah.
he said something about the cat was on the balcony and you could hear the bell, and the dog was out there with it.
See, the dog would be out there during the day. You would obviously see a dog walking around, nothing wrong or something. Like you would see an animal, what looked like a dog or something, out of the corner of your eye if you were looking out the window. But the one thing is, there would be a cat towards the balcony. You would hear the bell. I asked around, and yeah, then a few distant neighbors did have a cat, and it was a calico cat. And I asked them what happened specifically. They said they buried it near their house, and they stuffed the collar. The collar matched the same from what I saw. I couldn't be precise. I seen a cat ride by the things. The shaders were closed, and I seen a calico cat, red collar, kind of like a shade of red color, and it was so odd. But if you do leave like some food out there in a bowl, it'll be gone. It will be gone.
If we want to prove that to him, we're gonna have to make a 24-hour video of this, just a
Yeah,
video camera sitting
and
out there with the bowl.
I would not mind actually going back and having some video proof, because who would believe that oh yeah, you seen a dog run up at the window, did you? And I'm like, yeah, this house looked like I was trying to explain. It was like the person who took out their the husband took out the family with a shotgun or whatever, a certain shotgun. It's a house with like, I wish I could remember. I really do wish I could remember right now.
Gene?
Actually, let me look it up. Let me look it up.
I looked up the Star Valley house and I couldn't find any information on it. Damn. But you can?
So let me give a good description of how I felt. So there's something called the West family or whatever,
Yeah.
where a husband killed his pregnant wife and two daughters. That there is some sort of video of the last video or whatever that was going on, and it shows the final moments of the family or whatever. But like, it's a good moment time, you know. It's supposed to be like something happy, but it seems that the father is not having a good time, whatever it is, and it's recorded. Let me bring it up here. The West. I can't remember what it is. The Watts family. Sorry, my brain is as much as it is right now. That 2 police calls were given towards the house, and the first group, the first dispatch that was sent out, cops came over, the lights were on, nobody lives there yet at all. And apparently from the body cam you can see like something walking down the stairs. The cops didn't see it, but apparently the body cam caught him. And progressing through. Someone did a video on this, that whatever they caught on the body cam, saying this is our house or something. And the second time that something came over to a canine handler and another a cop, and I guess they seen something go up. They checked children's room, and the first officer, I think it was the canine handler, that went into the room, and they heard something laugh, and she asked the officer to check if it was that toy or whatever, and it wasn't. So on the body cam, catching something laugh, and ever since then, I actually now just think about how that Star Valley house could have just turned into a situation like that where a lot of stuff would have just happened, but no. I'm actually kind of glad that very minimal happened.
Well, that's just giving me fucking chills so bad right now. Just hearing it just gives me chills. Seeing it with my own eyes, they'll probably kill me, like just go brain dead instant.
Yeah.
I would probably die of shock of fear if I ever saw that shit in front of me.
Okay, here we go. I brought up the thing. The Watts family murders occurred when early morning of August 13, 2018 in Frederick, Colorado, U.S. While being interviewed by the police, Christopher Lee Watts admitted to killing his pregnant wife, Shannon, Catherine Watts, by strangulation. I'm looking at this on Google here.
Hi guys, it's Knights and Wrath here, and that's the end of the video. If you want a part 2, comment down below, go subscribe to my AMV channel, and yeah, bye!